Hey bands, thanks so much for joining us. Where can fans find you when you're streaming some My Team content out there?
You can find me on twitch.tv/ebands110.
There it is. And if you're looking to take him down, I guess I would say good luck, because this man is dominating in King of the Court. Best of luck to the rest of the competition.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hey everyone, today on Top Plays, we'll narrow the field down to 2 for our top play of the year. From the first season of 2K25, our winner was Tracy McGrady in the theater, launching for a 360 slam with their launch day build. Good, right from the get-go.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Watford out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Russell. And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard position. And at this stage of the season, Doris, it is safe to say we know who the true contenders are, right?
Kevin, I would say yes for the most part. But we have seen playing teams from either side of the bracket make a deep run. And I don't want to rule anything out. We tip it up for a reason.
From 10 feet out, Claxton no good. Toronto, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Barnes can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Thomas gets the bucket.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
Quickly against Russell. A 300. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's hitting that shot. This offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. This is their first look at this season's Toronto squad.
Get it started. It's that simple. Let's hear it.
Motivation tonight to show they've improved.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Knicks. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And seeing where the Raptors are, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinion. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's Barrett on the wing. There's the dish to Hunter. Shoots the 3. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Thomas inside. Barrett covering. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his 3-point shot.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season. Boy, you think about Scotty Barnes, the 2022 Rookie of the Year, guys. 6'9", long, can do many things, and honestly, a ton of growth left.
He hits one and misses one. He's at the line. When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level, meaning he can guard the opponent's best player, but he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all.
Here's Hunter following the bucket by the Nets. Good on the triple. Hunter's got 6 points.
And no matter who it is, that kind and the D isn't going to get it done.
Nets trail by 4. Right side, Russell. Outside, Bogdanovich. Six to shoot. Over Barrett. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate and they're rarely fooled.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Hunter on the wing. Over Thomas. And again, Toronto converted.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Here is Russell. Still yet to score. Shoots. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. Number 1, Jakob Pirtle.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Bogdanovich against Barrett. Bogdanovich dishes to Russell. Rebound by the Raptors. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, they played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Here's Thomas. Barnes grabs the miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
MP fires from way outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hunter's got 11 points.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Russell finds Watford. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds in the game. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Hunter. He's got 7.
Defensively, they slow here to start.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 10. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And they really got after it from a defensive point throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
There has to be a willingness to take chances, jumping for steals, getting out passing lanes, and all of that worked in their favor.
Raptors leading by 16. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Hunter's out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Mobo in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Toronto's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. For 3, Hunter. And the Raptors hit it in from deep.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And it's Russell missing. Raptors leading by 23. Pass to Barnes. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. He gets that one.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
The pass to Thomas. Over quickly. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
For three, Hunter. The rebound by the Nets. Watford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Quickly against Thomas. Off the mark, and the drop continues. Toronto's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. A 3, Hunter, nailed from 3-point land. Hunter's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Raptors. Timeout called the Nets. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
Puts the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup. For D'Angelo Russell, really been a key contributor over the past month. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He scored an amazing number of points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
For 3, Hunter, and the Raptors hitting on from deep.
With very little pressure on their perimeter shooters, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Passes it to Thomas. Here's the teardrop. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Hunter, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
The drive by Russell. No good, unable to end this run.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Thomas buries it down low. Thomas got 12 points in the game.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
MP looking around. Fires away from way outside. Drills the three-pointer. Hunter's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pass to Russell. Over quickly. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Raptors have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. MP outside. Lets the three fly, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-point today.
And Brooklyn has possession. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Barrett. Raptor shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Boys, it doesn't matter what team he's on. Bojan Bogdanovic is a professional scorer.
He is, Kevin, and you love the fact that he fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. And the reason that he's able to do that, effective as a spot-up shooter or shot creator, high IQ, and now we've seen that you can start him or you can put him off the bench, and he's going to be effective no matter what.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. MP outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Russell kicks to Bogdanovich. Claxton the pass to Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now, here is Russell. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And the pass to Watford. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the run. Bank shot. No good. Barnes outside to the paint. Here's Hunter. Good. And it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Thank you.
Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. And for the Nets, they're shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Passes it to Thomas. And stolen by Hunter. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And he finished it off with the lane. Hunter's got 36. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
That's his first personal foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And how about
Shooting
as
for Brooklyn.
80% one of their
at
best
the line for 2. Substitution on the court. At the end of the first half of play, the score.
Dominating
Your
this
Raptors 81. The Nets 43.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. We've got Bojan Bogdanovic, Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Thomas, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. Pass to Bogdanovich. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Barrett. The Raptors shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Hunter, no good. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pass to Russell. Back to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Off target with his three. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And that one's good.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showers. Bogdanovich against Barrett. Thomas gets a wide open look. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. For three, Hunter. The rebound by the Nets.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Here's Russell. Some solid defense from Pirtle. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Quickly kicks to Hunter. Sinks the three-pointer. Hunter's got 43 points.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his third foul of the game. Olenek is checked in for Toronto.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Raptors. Kelly
Russell with it. In the corner, it's Watford. 6 on the shot clock. A three from Bogdanovich. They get it back. Claxton. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You get the sense his teammates love to see R.J. Barrett in a team. It gets this team motivated.
Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one goes. Johnson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And so Barrett nails both of them. Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens with the players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods in the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, D.A. Thank you. Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. The pass to Watford. They can't stop the run with that one. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. MP outside. The three. And he's good on the three ball. Hunter's got 46 points.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Quickly against Russell. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Here's Thomas. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Thomas got 14 points.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Toronto.
Barnes passes to Hunter. Basket good. 48 points for MP.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Russell finds Watford. It's Thomas on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
2 points. That one goes. 6 points for him.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
The three from Thomas. Again, Thomas missing. And it's the Raptors' ball. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. Hunter for three. And another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Thomas against Hunter. Passes it to Russell. Pass to Claxton. Here's Watford. The Nets working the ball around now. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And for the Nets, they're shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Russell feeling it out a bit. Here's Thomas. It's deflected.
How about the swat by Olynyk? Nice defensive play.
For three, Hunter. Good on the three-point shot. Hunter's got 54 points.
All night. He just won't let up.
Quickly against Russell. Up top, Claxton. They could use a bucket. Rebound by Olynyk.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Hunter with it. He's picked up by Russell. Lets it go with the three. Good! Another from three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
It's Thomas on the wing. Over Hunter. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Russell.
Assisted by
Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
That mid-range is where Thomas may be his most effective and confident.
Hunter against Thomas. This one for three. Hunter no good.
2 minutes remaining. Third quarter.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got his 8th rebound here tonight. On the wing quickly. Olynyk tried to break loose. And that one's good. Quickly's got 8 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Outside Thomas. Takes it from 10. Claxton, great positioning on the putback.
What a nice response by Claxton. Knew exactly where it was coming off and sends it in.
Quickly the pass to Hunter. A three ball. Offensive rebound. Olynyk. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Claxton the pass to Thomas. Comes up empty down low.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Tough shot there from Barnes, showing how poised he's become under pressure.
Outside Russell. Johnson against Barrett. Now here's Johnson. He's tightly guarded, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a new group in for the Nets. And .122 left in the game. Outside, Simmons. He kicks it to Johnson. Inside. Watford, that's good.
Watford.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Hunter is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Walter. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Mobo in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. That one falls.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and in a sense it let its guard down.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson. And it's good for 2.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so Toronto takes this one up by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other was searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just
Thank you so much for being a Raptors fan. This is when you go. Have a
once
great
they
day,
started
and
pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
vote. Vote now for your first finalist for Top Play of the Year. Which of these champions will stay in the running for 1 million VC? We'll choose our second finalist later in this episode. Stay tuned.
An electric event is coming to
North of the border in Toronto, the setting for the Rockets. Able to launch from... Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. So the Houston starting five. Van Fleet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Tari Eason is out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the five. And for the Raptors, Barrett is the three. Barnes will play the four. MP is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. And here's Hunter for three. Drops in for three.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Here's Eason. Toronto grabs a miss. This is the first they're seeing of Houston.
Yeah, they got swept by a team that was also struggling last season.
Exactly. I mean, when you lose as much as they did last year, you'll get beat by teams that aren't playoff powers for sure.
Van Fleet, the pass to Eason. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. It's a three-point game. Here's Hunter. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Hunter's got five. First quarter, just over a minute played. A chance here to catch up with Rally from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rakovic. We talked about Fred VanVleet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle. Just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's VanVleet. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14 and a half a game.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled.
Here's Green. Misses off the right iron. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Outside Hunter. Takes a three. And the Raptors another three.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
It doesn't go for him.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Barnes finds Hunter. Over Green. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Basket's good.
Well, VanVleet likes to work up close and personal at the basket. Always ready to take it inside.
Quickly passes to Hunter. Over Green. Hunter can't get it to go.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's VanVleet. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hunter. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
VanVleet, the pass to Eason. to the middle. Şengün, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back. They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Van Vliet against quickly. Şengün with it. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Shot clock at 6. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. Second chance shot. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Hunter from the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And now let's turn the spotlight on the NBA's highest scoring team. Number 1, Raptors.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
Inside. Back to Van Vliet. Hurdle with the block.
Wonderful anticipation at time for Burke, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Quickly passes to Hunter. Shoots over Thompson. Ooh, Thompson with the block. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Şengün. Oh, rejected by Hurdle.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Hunter finds quickly. Over Van Vliet. And it's quickly. That time on the assist by Hunter. Quickly's gotten his second bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Hurdle grabs a miss. Toronto leading by 17. Quickly passes to Hunter. Outside, Green. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness that just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Hunter, good. This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Barrett. Hunter on the wing. Fires the 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. He's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Rockets trail by 17. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
When Green turns on the speed, watch out. Blew by the defense on the drive that time.
Barrett finds Hunter. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And here's Green from the arc. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji checked in. Steven Adams checked in for Houston. Whitmore comes in for Thompson. So it's the Rockets now. Down by 15. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Another shot. Adams. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
And Toronto calls time here. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, BA, yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams.
And so here is Toronto. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. That'll be the first leg of just a two-game trip for them. There's the 3. Barnes will play the 4. MP is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Mobo in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Nets put on a show. He contributed 62 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
From three-point range.
He's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And Landale gets it to go.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Quickly finds Hunter. Here's Mobo. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
Assist goes to Mark Hunter.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Able to score from anywhere on the court. Green can hurt you in myriad ways, and his game is only growing.
Pass to Hunter. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple. Hunter's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Here's Landale. Thompson outside. Here's Tate. Rebound Toronto. Barnes has got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Hunter. Over Green. And there's Hunter on the assist by Barnes.
Thank you.
Hunter's got 33.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Thompson. And here's Van Vliet. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Back to Thompson. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Mobo. The shot from the low post is good. Mobo's got 6.
He drops yet just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Timeout called. Houston.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
He's checked in for Toronto. Şengün checked in for Houston. Eason comes in for Tate. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And here's Green from the arc. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
For 3.
16 points for him.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Hunter, the fader. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
Here's Hunter. Eason with some nice D. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Şengün. Over Hunter, and Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
Şengün showing his touch there. That's a tough spot for a big.
Here's Hunter. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Quickly against Eason. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. For Toronto, they've gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. And here's Hunter for 3. Toronto, the rebound. Hurdle finds quickly. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Quickly's got 6.
They're passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Down low. And it's Green missing. Toronto has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. It's Barnes on the wing. Green covering. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Hunter's got 37.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Pass to Van Vliet. Now Green. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Hurdle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Barnes, defended by Thompson. Ooh, Thompson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
Here's Van Vliet. Outside Eason. Hurdle with the block. Now Barrett. To the inside, quickly. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
Really good to see Green engaged defensively.
Van Vliet against Hunter. Back to Green. Hurdle grabs a miss. Well, the Raptors shooting very well. 62% and going right at the defense. Shot is good by Barrett.
He's showing off his skills. Barrett hits the tough floater.
Houston shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Pass to Şengün. A clear look for Green. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Green's got 18 points in the game.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And here's Hunter for 3. Thompson pulls it in. And Houston is shooting a rough 29% from the field here. To the paint. Here's Eason. And here is Green. Misses the baby hook. It's Barnes on the wing. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Hunter. 11 feet out. It's hauled in by Houston. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And here's Hunter from the arc. Buries it from 3. Hunter's got 40 points.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright. Hey, when Hurdle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Şengün passes to Green. Van Vliet outside. Back to Green. 5 to shoot. Again, Green missing. And so quickly we'll bring it up to the Toronto Raptors. Hunter finds Barnes. And finished off by Hunter.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Green for three. Another miss by Green. Toronto's gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Throws it up high. Lays it in off the pretty line.
They've been very well rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Van Vliet. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Here we go. Here's Hunter. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Van Vliet left side. Down low. And there's Şengün on the assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 assists now in the game. Quickly against Van Vliet. Here's Hunter. Green with the defensive effort. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Lets it go from 11. It's good.
Jalen Green.
Green's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Hunter. And the layup is good off the glass.
They have no answer defensively inside. Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Van Vliet with it. Outside, Green. Three-pointer off the mark. A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. Raptors out in front, running away with this one. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Raptors Houston team.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Houston is shooting a low 30% from the floor. So the Houston 5 right now. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. And then Thompson out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Well, the Raptors shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. And here's Hunter for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. Thompson passes to Green. Three-pointer, no good. Outside Hunter. Here's the 3. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 9 assists now tonight.
Yeah, passing is a real skill of Barnes. He will make smart choices with the ball.
Thompson finds Van Vliet. Back to Thompson. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Barnes has got his 16th rebound on the night.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Good! Another from 3. Marries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside Eason. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barrett's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens. Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call them.
Free throw line jumper. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic a couple years back. Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie.
Since halftime, scoreless in their first 5 attempts. It's been ugly.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Green to halt the run. They get it back. And Şengün throw it down.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
And here's Hunter for 3. Eason pulls it in. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Inside. That one's good from Green. And the assist from Van Vliet. Green's got 24 points. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Van Vliet, the pass to Eason. Going inside. The kick out to Van Vliet. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. MP scanning the floor. Six on the shot clock. Again! What an avalanche!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And it's hammered home by Green.
Launching off the ground and throwing it down with ease. Boy, can Green get up.
Van Vliet against Quickly. That one doesn't drop. Van Vliet with some nice D. Outside, Green. Over Barnes. And it's Green missing. Toronto's gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Oh, what a vicious dunk by Barnes.
An all-out hustle from Barnes, running the floor to get the bucket.
Outside, Green. Drills it from deep. Green's got 29 points.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Pass to Barrett. To the inside, Barnes. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim. You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Şengün. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Quickly passes to Hunter. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Here's Green. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 9 points now in the quarter. The Raptors have gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Yet another bucket.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And here's Van Vliet.
What you say? Oh, goodness.
Come on now.
And he double clutches and throws it down.
Once he takes flight, Green can make some incredible moves in the air.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Houston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. MP with the block. Quickly against Thompson. MP way outside. And the Raptors get it back. Got it. Mobo's got 8 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Toronto.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Here's Şengün. Rebound Toronto. Outside Barrett. The shot's good. 6 points for him.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside. Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Thompson. Here's Şengün. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes is...
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And he lays it up and in. That gives him a double-double.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Mobo with the rebound.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it. And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebound.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One playing with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian A.